Open Day. We're glad you could join us today. My name is Jonathan. I'm the International Officer for the Middle East and North Africa region here at the University of East London. And I am joined today by two of our current master's students here at the university. Would you like to introduce yourselves very quickly?
Sure. Hi everyone, my name is Nishi. I'm from India and I'm currently studying the Masters of Business Administration with the placement here at the University of East London.
Hi everyone, my name is Ola from Nigeria. I'm currently studying MSc in Civil Engineering, University of East London.
Perfect. Thank you very much for that. And thank you also for joining us for today's session and sharing your experiences. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions to share with the current students, potential students watching about why you decided to study at UEL. But my first question is, what made you both want to study overseas for your master's program? What was the driving factors that made you want to study in the UK?
Definitely.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Okay. You can go first. No, you can go first. That's all.
Yeah, for me, I was kind of tired of the judgment system in my country. Yeah. I felt like when I enrolled for my BSc initially, I had some sort of confidence that I could do this. But somehow, you know, when I get to the practical aspect of the work, I feel like I'm really good. But when it comes to exams and results, I'm really, really bad. I had some courses that I failed and all that. So I felt like the judgment system wasn't good enough. And because I just wanted to see how it would be from a different country that has a higher standard than my country. And, you know, I also wanted to, you know, explore the world outside my country because this MSc I'm studying is actually the first time I left my country. So yeah,
wow,
for me,
amazing.
it was more of I lost my confidence in my BSc and I believe that I could do this. I believe that I know civil engineering because I used to have industrial placements, internships, and I know how to do the work, but somehow my results just didn't show that. So I wanted to, you know, prove to myself that I'm actually a good civil engineer.
Perfect. That's good.
Thanks, Ola. In fact, I quite relate to you on that because even when I was studying in my back home in my country, I definitely felt the same thing that, you know, in practicality, I can do much better when I put something in and I can't put it down into words or in theory. I can't study and then put it back into theory. So the education system for one, which I wanted to explore because I've heard from a lot of people. I did hear from a lot of people. In fact, my own family who studied back in the UK in those days, that it's quite different. So I wanted to explore. And yeah, moreover, the international exposure, the life over here, I wanted to experience all of that, the independence of the life over here, and like, you know, it's so cultural, the heritage of the country. Wanted to study more about it, know more about living in a different country, understanding the cultures, knowing and getting to know different people, working with them, studying with them. So yeah, all these were different factors that actually pushed me to kind of look for education and choose a course out of my own country.
Perfect. Thank you very much for sharing those experiences. And yeah, I find them both really interesting. And I think that's one of the things that the University of East London does really well. We allow students to showcase their skills in practical ways rather than just memorizing lots of things and doing an exam. Because myself, I wasn't very good at exams either. So I'm glad you're both seeing the benefit of having practical courses. So aside from that, what were the main things that attracted you to come and study specifically at the University of East London? What made you decide to study with us?
Okay, for me, it was based on the fact that I had a low grade in my BSc. So I was looking for a university that would give me a chance to do sort of like a postgraduate diploma first of all. Then I can use that platform to, you know, test myself again. Just like I said before, I had issues with, you know, having good results in school, proving myself that I'm just as good as, you know, I am out there. So I searched schools in the UK, and I found the University of East London offered postgraduate diploma in civil engineering. So I enrolled for it, and I checked out the course list, and I noticed that these courses were actually really practical. They have a very rich, course content. So I felt like this was what I wanted. And then the fact that, they also give you the opportunity to switch over to a master's, because my end goal was getting a master's. And, and University of East London is home to some people that I know back in my country in Nigeria. There is even a popular person that I know who was the Minister of Finance in my country, who studied in the University of East London. So it was a really
Fantastic.
I was really happy to choose UEL.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Yeah, like a lot of factors that helped us decide University of East London was basically the course, the way it's designed, because I wanted to do a master's. I come from an economics background. I come from a commerce background wherein, finance, economics, everything is kind of merged into it. And then, laying down your future plans, it helps you decide what you want to do. So the course structure that University of East London offered to me fell exactly in line with my future plans, in the sense that, for example, we have a module in the course which is business simulation, which helps us play live and run a company virtually, and it helps you make your proposals over a period of, say, about 10 years, 12 years each week. And then you strategize how you want to run the company. Are you facing any profits, losses, how you would market it? So yeah, considering all these things, for me, that was a driving factor to select the University of East London, understanding how these courses will help me in my future plans, in the sense that what I want to do, because I wanted to set up a business, how is it going to help me set up the business, how these skills will help me. So basically it all kind of just went in together. The marketing course, the marketing module that we had, because right now, since we are in the digital age, even right now we have to do everything digitally, virtually. So yeah, that was one of the very big things. Also, second thing not to forget, the campus. We have a beautiful campus.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
I think you would agree with me on that. We have a lovely campus.
Absolutely. Well,
the whole vibe.
I mean, the water side, and then the
ambience also does
airport.
matter.
Well, following on from the comments that you made there, we do have incredible campuses and facilities, and yeah, we're all very eager to get back to working and studying from campus again. But,
absolutely.
What would you say is your favorite thing about the University of East London from a student's perspective? So, there's many different things, reasons why you chose to study your program and things. So what would you say is your favorite things about being a student at UEL?
Yeah, my favorite thing is the resources available. I mean, there are loads of resources, and they are literally, the Center for Student Success literally preaches this to you every day. You should go to the library, book a session. You have mentorship sessions that would not only coach you for academics, but coach you for career, teach you how to do your reports and all that. Now, I remember after the first lecture I had in 2019, I remember crying when I got home, because I thought I would eventually have the same results I had back home, because I couldn't understand anything in the class. I didn't know if it was about the lecturer or I don't just know. So I basically got encouraged when I was able to access numerous resources, and there were people ready to, tutor me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though I had knowledge of these things before, but it wasn't difficult for me integrating into a new country system, because everything was just there. Like, there are academic tutors who will tutor you on how to do your writing, your dissertation writing, assignments. And there are also tutors who will tutor you on your mathematics as well. And then there are people that will tutor you on how to do your CV, how to get a job, how to network. So many resources.
That's great stuff.
I always went to the library, and I hardly I hardly didn't find, I mean, what I wanted. You know, every time I always found what I wanted, and even the online resources. There are so many journals that we have access to, such as publishers like Elsevier. You know, ordinarily you would have to pay for some of them, but when you log in with your student account, you can always access them. So yeah, my favorite thing is the resources available.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. How about you, Nishi?
Yes, so the staff, the lecturers, they are absolutely wonderful, and they are so helpful right from day one. They are lovely. They are lovely. If you have a problem, you go to them. They will help you solve it and just get there. But the only thing is that you need to go to them, and they will be there for you. So that's one of my favorite things about the university, because that really helped me with my assignments in total. Absolutely. The knowledge doc as well. And like Ola said, the Center for Student Success, which actually helps you get your assignments ready, in the sense that they help you with the literature. They will help you how to get onto the referencing, understand, and adapt to the new education system that you are coming in if you are an international student. So they have been absolutely helpful in that. And of course, not to forget the library. We have such a huge library with so many resources that we can access, even online, even offline. Considering the COVID situation and how we had to study, the online resources were such help. Absolutely, they were so much of a help. And they have such broad articles and so many things that we can access. Moreover, considering the course, we do have so many accreditations as well. So yeah, that is also a plus factor, because it helps you be acceptable anywhere in the world, not only back in your own country or over here, but anywhere in the world.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing that with me and the students watching as well. That's fantastic. So obviously being based in London is a wonderful opportunity for students to experience the city as well as get a bachelor's degree from our university. So, you know, I myself have been in London for 13 years and there's still so many things that I haven't done during that time. So what would you say is your favorite thing to do in London? Or if you had a free day where you could do anything that you wanted here in the city, what would you decide to do?
For me, I'm not much of an outgoing person and I could be a bit boring, but I would say my favorite.
I don't agree with that, don't worry.
I would say my favorite thing would be to go out and get food in a nice restaurant. I love food, so yeah, get food in a nice restaurant. I don't care if it's by myself or with someone. And then maybe going to the park, sightseeing, you know, that's my favorite thing.
Perfect. How about you, Nishi?
Yeah, on a nice sunny day, like we have in this week that's going on, like a nice sunny day in the park, definitely with a couple of friends. And otherwise, definitely going and seeing just walking the streets of London, because every street you walk is so different. Every lane you go into, by lane you go into, is so different. And the markets here are beautiful. The weekend markets, of course. And if you're here on the Christmas time, the Christmas markets are absolutely gorgeous. Just going and seeing the small things that they have to offer, the candies and everything. It's just beautiful. If I had a day off and I had to do something, if I'm during the Christmas time, the winter time, I would definitely go and see the Christmas markets. And of course the tourist attractions, you would say the Big Ben. Just go there, the London Eye. Yeah.
Have you been on the London Eye before? What did you think of it?
I haven't. No, I haven't actually.
Okay. Oh, I've always wanted to go on the Emirates cable cars just to get across the river, but I've never done that myself.
Yeah. That's on my bucket list, I would say. The Emirates cable car and the London Eye.
Perfect. Well, we have about 4 minutes left before we conclude this session. Do you have any kind of, for students that are just confirming whether they're going to attend the university and study overseas, do you have one piece of advice that you would share with them, or a bit of encouragement to, based on your own experiences, about why they should come and study their master's degree in the UK, but more specifically at UEL? Is there anything you would like to say as like a final piece of advice for them?
My advice would be to start early. Just immediately you get to school, to the uni rather, start planning everything that you are going to do, because you might not have, you might not be judged based on exams 100%, but you still have courseworks. So our courseworks are not exactly 100% easy, but with good planning, I think that you would excel with that. So once you start planning from the first day, and one of the things I love about the University of East London, and I mean the UK education system in general, is that they reward your hard work and your effort. So if you actually put in the effort from day one and you plan it, not like you are just lazing around and not doing anything. If there is a proper planning and you make use of the resources available, I'm so sure you are going to excel. Yeah. So that's my piece of advice.
Perfect. Thank you, Ola.
My piece of advice would be, if you have any doubts, please go and talk to the person. Absolutely, there will be a lot of help that you will get. If you are stuck somewhere, do not wait for the last moment. It does not help running around at the last moment. Do not keep anything for the last, just before submissions. All I would say is, be there, do that. Like even with your job applications, if you are on a placement year and you're looking for a placement, do not wait till your deadlines. Start early. Start as soon as you start your course. My advice would be to start looking for placements, looking for people who can if you can outsource your placements as well. So definitely you can look for placements. The Employment Hub is a great platform where you can get amazing placements that the university offers. So yeah, my advice would be to start from the beginning and not wait at the end.
Perfect. Thank you very much for that. And for those watching as well, we have support for all of our applicants right through each stage, from when you first get your offer letter right through to when you're at the point where you're making the deposit payment, going through the precast process, and then when you're applying for your visa as well. So both Ola and Nishi work as student ambassadors for the university as well. So between the three of us, we've got you covered through each step. So do not hesitate to get in touch if you have any questions about anything. And yeah, thank you very, very much for joining us today. We hope you found this insightful, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of the virtual open day and the other sessions that are taking place. Thank you to both Ola and Nishi for taking the time out to speak with us today. And yeah, thank you very much, and good luck with both of your programs and your work placements.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us here today. Thank you.
Thank you so much.